Good evening, sorry, good afternoon in Dubai here. Hello, welcome back. You can't imagine a very serious guy like me really going out of the way to do my dancing. I start dancing on any fast moving music. Music makes me very excited and puts me in the right mood. I am very sensitive to music. Good music, good vibes. What I was showing you today, or maybe you are wondering why is this guy so happy today. I'm not happy. Just for any special occasion. I am always happy, always. The thing is that happiness does not mean that you start dancing every time. Happiness is inside, so that everything you think about, every plan you make, the sole source is happiness. It makes you positive and you give positive, you get positive vibes, you get positive results. Okay, now why was I making those movements? That's where I'm coming to. This is lesson number 1 in the law of attraction. How to, excuse me, let me lower the volume. How to attract wealth towards you. You will have to do these exact movements. You have to watch these, the way I'm moving my fingers, the way I'm moving my body. This is lesson 1. If you can do this on the music which I have, you can find it on YouTube. You do it this way, 10 minutes every time you get, maybe 10 times a day or once a day, but 10 minutes at least, and your positive vibes will start opening up, budding up. Your mind will be tuned to nature. Your receptacles, the antennas or antennae they call it, whatever, they will start spreading out, start catching the vibe which you cannot feel because you are already in that white noise, engrossed with your SMS and your mobile and your people and your traffic noise and your curses are surrounding you with the people, all frustrated, all unhappy. Okay, now I give you the right part. Let me put you out of your misery. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. You don't have to do this dance and twist and finger raising and this music. No, I was just joking. Sorry, I was taking advantage of the mood. You don't have to do these. Thank God. You just have to calm down, sit in a place. You don't have to do yoga or the meditation the way you have seen in the videos, especially the yoga, sitting in that lotus position, putting your hands on your knees. I cannot do that. If I do that for 5 minutes, I'll become numb. My body will become stiff and they may have to bury me in that position. I will not be able to move my limbs after that. I cannot even sit on the floor for a long time. I cannot bend my knees when I can, not stooping, but still, I've forgotten the word. When you sit on your haunches, yeah, sitting on your haunches. I cannot do that. My feet start going to sleep, numb. They become numb. Maybe you are also in the same position. Okay, so let's not do those positions. Just sit on your couch, just sit on a chair, be comfortable. And if you have a aching back, put a small piece of, maybe roll up your handkerchief, or I'm not saying put a cushion or a pillow, that will really bend it and later on you'll have very acute pain. So just to relieve your back, if it is not in a right posture, you're not used to sitting with a straight back, put something, or just put your hand, just make a fist like this, put your hand behind, and you will adjust it to the best position you can, the way you feel the most comfortable. Do that. Please do that. Sit and start Concentration. Concentrating. That's the main theme, the main theory of this. Okay. Excuse me, I think. Okay. Now sit. The trick you have to learn, the thing which we have forgotten, is how to switch off your mind. Let them, even if the TV is playing, you don't have to disturb your family, you don't have to make a racket out of this, that please, this is my time to meditate, and don't do make noise, don't open the TV, don't let anybody in, don't answer the phone. Let those things be, as if you are learning to cut off yourself from your surroundings, from your, I mean, any noise, let the life go on as it is for your family. That's the test, that's the lesson. Just sit there, close your mind, switch off. The phone rings, the TV is blaring, the children are making noise, they are playing, they are fighting. And you don't even have to close your eyes. Just switch off. Don't frighten your family. They may think something has happened to you. They may even call an ambulance. Just sit there and do not talk to anybody. Do not answer anybody. Do not listen to anybody. At least you have excused yourself in advance that please, I am practicing my meditation. So don't include me in your conversation. Don't talk to me. Don't address any question to me. And don't give me the phone if somebody calls. Tell them to call after 15 minutes. And TV also, that only one condition I will tell you about the TV. TV should not be playing a very, what should I say, vulgar movie, or a fighting movie, or a negative, horrifying movie. Or the news should not be playing, because news is depressing. I don't want you to go into the wrong direction in your trance. You will go into a trance. It's known as a trance when your eyes are open as if you are sitting normally, but you are cut off from the world. That's what the state you are going to go into. That will happen only with practice. So this is lesson number 1. First you start switching off, and when you can do that for 10 minutes, and when you come back, your body will tell you when your 10 minutes are over. It may not be accurate in the first few tries which you do. When you wake up or when you become conscious, when you look at the time, it may only be 3 minutes, it may only be 5 minutes, but with practice you will exactly come back at 10 minutes time. That's your body's alarm. Okay? And when you wake up, the rate of success can be noted. When you wake up, you don't have any headaches, you don't have any funny feelings in your body, you don't feel stupid, you don't even mind your family staring at you, oh finally he is back. Let them get used to it. Let them get used to it, and maybe slowly they will also start following you. Maybe they will do it in secret, not in front of you, not when you are at home, because every human has their own worries, their own frustrations, their own headaches, their own back pains. They need relief. So when you wake up, you should feel very comfortable, you should feel relaxed, you should feel as if a burden has been taken away from you. I think this video will be enough for this lesson number 1, and I will repeat it again tomorrow a little while, and then we'll go to lesson number 2. And please keep on coming and following these lessons which I am giving you. Then I'll take you to the way that you can pray, you can ask, you can lament, you can impeach the powers to be to have mercy on you. You are a grateful person. You never let any good thing which comes to your life, even a grain of sugar goes in your mouth, you thank God for it. You thank the powers. You are a very grateful person. You thank your Lord, your God, your power, the powers to be the omnipotent, for each and everything, for your lovely wife, for the patience your wife has with you, the children who are obedient to you. Although your family tradition, the family, the way you people interact with each other, the way you have taught them is very blunt, very frank, no hidden secrets, and no shouting, no frowning, no insulting, no cursing, no moods and without, always smiling, always encouraging. If that's the atmosphere in your family you have encouraged and you have finally set up as an example, your children will be patient with you. They will show you respect in spite of their bluntness to you. Remember, the best respect anybody can have is when it is behind your back. Anybody can respect you in front of your face. It could be a made up, fake up, just to show you, to please you. But any person who respects you and talks good of you behind your back, that's sincerity. That means that they are really impressed by you and they miss you. So you are grateful, you are always thankful, even for the shoes you wear, even for the morsel of food which you have just put in your mouth, for all the surroundings, for the nice relatives, and for your prayers being answered by alleviating some suffering of your relatives. I myself, you will be surprised, I myself always pray when I hear about my wife's problem, for health problem or her aches and pains, or my children's. I always pray to God, oh God, give me their suffering. Let me go through this suffering for them. Please release them of that suffering. I will do it on their behalf. The reason being, which I have thanked you, Lord, for so many times in each and every breath of mine, the reason being that you have given me the power, the will to suffer without pain. You have taken the pain out of my body. You have taken the mental torture out of my body. I don't feel those things anymore. Thank you, God, for that. So let me suffer. I am practiced. I have been there. You have taught me through my life by sending me to all these horrid places, jails and tortures and sleeping on the floor and insults and beatings. I have gone through all that, and I still thank you, Lord, for to learn something you have to bear the hardships. Nothing is easy, nothing is just given to you without any pain. Pain is there in life. The more pain a person goes through, remember, Arnab, the more pain you go through, not self-inflicted, not situation created that you suffer or you get pain, because the more pain you get, the more your good deeds are added to you. Your bad deeds are eliminated, deleted from your account. But if you are suffering pain for another person, 100-fold good deeds are added to your account. Suffering for other people, how you do that? Going out of the way, even if the place is a rubbish bin, even if the place is foul smelling, even if people will stare at you if you go to that place, but you go and help these people who take those places as their surroundings and their living abode. Pull them out of there, pull them out of their misery. You go and jump in the sea without thinking of your own life to save somebody drowning. That is suffering on somebody else's behalf. and taking their suffering away from them. I will take just 2 minutes to tell you a story of Jonah. It's in the Bible, and he's known as Yunus in the Quran. This person was very proud and he never believed in God, and if any good thing came to him, he thought he had done it himself. He had made the thing to come to him by his planning, by his superior intelligence, by his creating a situation that people get trapped and he gets the benefit of the money and the whatever they possess. He was that proud. He never thought that it was God who was sending him these things. It was God who was creating the only intelligent being in the universe, who was creating those situations for him. It was a test. The worst test you can be in is to have plenty of abundance of wealth. Then God sees how you behave. When do you start getting proud? When does your ego start tinkling you to do things to prove that you are the master, that you are superior? So this Jonah was punished by God. He was taken up by a fish, a big, not fish, a whale, and he was in the stomach. He started praying, and then he was thrown out of that fish. God had mercy on him, and then when he was thrown out on an island or on the shore of a place, he was so sick that his body was rotting and smelling like anything. He kept praying, and then God again had mercy on him and he became better. And then somebody from that land where he had been thrown in, somebody was passing by that shore and saw him and then had pity on him and took him to his house, as was the custom in those places, that they really cared for strangers. They fed them, they treated them like guests. So Jonah was a religious guy, and he knew the scriptures of that time, and people there in that place, the village he had been taken, invited, they were illiterate, they could not read those scriptures. So they said, why don't you become our leader and teach us these scriptures? So Jonah became a preacher there. He started teaching them about the religion of that time and about God. Then there was a message from a family, the lady of the house, the daughter of a very, very rich person, influential person. The father had died and the daughter was still unmarried, and had sent a message through some elderly lady that she wanted to marry this guy. So the villagers were very happy, and they told him, they encouraged Jonah to go and see the lady. And they said, some of us will accompany you, so you don't have to feel embarrassed or shy. They went to the lady, they started talking about past times and all, and Jonah asked about her father, and she said the father had gone to Mecca. At that time there was no Islam and all. Mecca was a flourishing place since long past history. So he had gone because it was a big market at that time, and every year they had their rituals to do. So the father had gone there, and then he had lost one diamond necklace in the crowd, and he had asked and he had announced in the area that whoever should find that necklace, this man will get his daughter married to him. So Jonah found the necklace, gave it to the father, and the father asked about the promise he had made. So Jonah said, no, I have other works to do. I am on my way to see God. I won't have time for marriage or anything, not at this time, maybe in the future. So he offered him a reward of 100 dinars, which was very big at that time. Jonah refused. He said, I had done my duty. So when this tale is narrated to Jonah, anyway, the name Jonah was not used when the lady was telling the story. She didn't know that it was Jonah who had given that necklace. So she said, my father had said that, oh God, whatever happens, if I have done anything good in my life, find that person and make him marry my daughter, the one who had returned the necklace as a human service, as a duty of humankind. So when Jonah hears this, he starts crying and he tells the lady, that young lady, that was myself. I had given that necklace to your father. So they get married, and while Jonah was sick at the shore, I'd forgotten to tell you, he had a prayer which I will translate tomorrow. I forgot to do it. My apologies. I'll read it in Arabic. And that's the prayer I continue reading. I only read 3 prayers. One is Prophet Muhammad's prayer when he asks for forgiveness. That is in Arabic. Then Abraham's prayer, the father of all prophets, when he was put in the fire. Beautiful prayer. And this Jonah's prayer. Jonah's prayer is like this. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minas zalimin. Or dwalimin. My pronunciation may not be that good. I will be giving you the meaning of this, and then I'll recite the prayer of Abraham when he was thrown into the fire. You will love these prayers, and if you continue reading them, this is for all religions. No religion has any unique, or I don't mean unique, the copyrighted prayers that no other person can read or pray or lament or beg God through those prayers. Every prayer is for God. Now that I'll end this with one prayer, which again very aptly, they don't know the author of this prayer and they don't know from which religion it is. Beautiful prayer. Oh God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference between the two. Thank you very much. God bless.